Hello, hi everyone. Welcome to Colas IELTS Tutorials. Today I'm here to share with you some critical tips that will help you to achieve 9.0 grade in IELTS test. So there are two critical secrets with reading in IELTS test. There's a third one, but that is very rare. So there are two critical secrets you need to know before you can excel in IELTS reading. You will notice that of all the skills or all the modules that you do in IELTS test, reading is the most difficult, or let me say, reading is the one that people often have the least score. So it tends to drag down the other grades or the overall grade, because when you have a low score in one of the skills, it will automatically bring down the others. So the degree at which that is low will determine the degree at which the overall score will also be either low or high, or relatively low. So these two key secrets are: number one, the keywords. The use of the keywords in IELTS is very, very important. Now, reading in IELTS is a matter of comprehension passage. So there are three comprehension passages there. So, and there will be questions under a particular passage. The questions might be filling the gaps. It might be yes or no, yes, no, are not given, or true, false are not given, and it might be uh, uh, other questions like maybe uh, options where you have ABC and ABCD and so on. So now when you go to the questions, there will be two, three or four, even sometimes five keywords from the questions that you will go to look out for in the passage. So once you see a unique keyword from the passage, from the question, then you go to the passage and get it. It's around that place you will take care of the second secret, which is paraphrasing. Now, sometimes the exact keyword you have in the question will be what you have in the passage. More other times, most often than not, they will change the wordings, and that is where paraphrasing comes in. So they can paraphrase the expression. For instance, in the passage they can say see, sea, and in the question they can say water. They are paraphrasing see for you, or water, as the case may be. Then another instance, they can say vehicle in the question, but in the passage they can say car or lorry. They are still paraphrasing the same thing. So there are different ways they can paraphrase expressions. So expect this one. And in grading the use of the two, you are going to meet keywords, which means direct keywords, 40% of the time. Whereas you are going to meet paraphrase, you are going to be dealing with paraphrasing about 60% of the time. Which means while keyword will be your starting point in looking for your answers, paraphrasing will be a major factor in discovering the correct or accurate answer. So you need to prepare for this. The third one, which is not common, is collocation. The first thing you look for in getting your answers will be keywords. Then the second thing, the more important thing, is paraphrasing. And if you don't see your answer in between these two, then it's going to be collocation. But you can rest assured that you are going to find your answer about 80 to 90% of the time with these two recommendations, or these two key points. One, the use of keywords, and among the keywords, at times you need to look for the unique keyword. Unique keyword is the keyword that you can find maybe only once or two times only in the passage. This will help you to locate the area where you need to stay and look for your answer. For instance, if they are asking you something that around the name of a person, that name cannot be common, cannot be more than once mentioned or twice at most. So it will be very easy for you to locate that name, and from that point you look for other keywords in the question from the passage. That is an example of a unique keyword. Then in the course of looking for the unique keywords and the other keywords, expect paraphrasing, whereby they mention uh, vehicle in the passage. I mean, they mention vehicle in the question, and they mention a car or lorry or truck, as the case may be, in the passage. So expect these two. They can mention apartment in the question, and they mention building in the passage. Know that they are saying one and the same thing. They are just paraphrasing. So expect this type too. It's very, very germane. Then if you don't see your answer after you have checked keywords and paraphrasing, then collocation. Now, most other times they combine the two. Some of the keywords will be direct expressions, while some of the keywords will change to paraphrasing. That means they will paraphrase the keywords. So they can combine the two as well. Now, in the remaining 10 to 5% of the time, if you don't see this, then look for what is right, what is appropriate between the question and the passage, and that will also be your answer, and that is where collocation comes in. So should you have more questions or more clarifications, you can let me know by dropping it in the comment section below. I'll be glad to respond to you. Thank you. Welcome.